So this is another Stuff I Own and my final James Bond from Big Chief Studios, and the final James Bond, because Big Chief Studios doesn't exist anymore. Hopefully another high-end figure maker will pick up the license and start to make some new ones. I think this facial sculpt is better than the one for GoldenEye. By the way, this is from Dr. No, the first James Bond movie. So this would be the youngest Sean Connery from James Bond. He has on a dress jacket. I think that's probably from the beginning of the film, when he is in there with Sylvia Trench. So we can look at the stitching. We can look at the texturing on the fabric. This is something that Big Chief Studios really, really stressed, was the quality of the suits. And the shoes look good. You know, I mean, it would be cool if they had like actual laces on it, and some figure makers will do that, but Big Chief Studios did not. They have his Rolex watch on. It looks really good. So, and the dress shirt. Everything looks fantastic, except that darn tie. You see, if you can see on there, his collar is like over top the tie. That's how it came. I could not fix it. You might think, oh, we'll just kind of fold this down and then put the... No, it's like that's how it wants to remain. I'm sure that there are ways I could do it. Maybe I could iron it or something, but that darn tie just would not allow me to make it look correct. So that's how it continues to look. Maybe someday I'll figure out a way to fix it. But it's a good looking figure. It's got some serious problems. Now, number one, just as with the Dr. No figure, these ankles have absolutely no strength to them. They do not hold him up even for a second. This is the second time I'm making this video, because the first time I was demonstrating that the ankles have no strength and I couldn't get it to stand up again, even on the brace. It was just falling forward because I have to kind of have all the weight straight down. If the weight is forward at all, it will just tip over. So the legs are also kind of floppy. I don't know how a high-end figure maker messes that up. But maybe that's why Big Chief Studios isn't in business anymore. Now, I just noticed that the pockets aren't really symmetrical. This one is higher than the other. So I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to be, or if that's an error. So, it is a good looking figure, but once you get into the details, other than the facial sculpt, I think the facial sculpt is gorgeous. I think the outfit, for the most part, is quite good. And I like it a lot better than the Goldfinger one, because the problem with the Goldfinger one was that his body was too narrow. Here it looks correct. Here it looks fine. Whereas he looks kind of smallish, or just unimpressive in the Goldfinger one. But we'll get also a closer look in here at the facial sculpt. Really nice. That's where they shine, is in these facial sculpts. And it's got the shine in the eyes to give it a realistic look. This is a nice one. I just wish the figure underneath here wasn't so terrible, because, I don't know how you mess up the ankles that badly. But it definitely needs a stand. This will not stand even for 1 second without a brace holding it up. So that is Big Chief Studios, James Bond from Dr. No.